Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are new or returning, thank you for joining me today because we wanted to see more Xavi ball. We wanted to start our Champions League campaign off with a bang, and boy, have we ever. Barcelona 5, Royal Antwerp nil. A goal from Lewandowski, a goal from Gavi, an own goal forced by Rafinha, and two goals from Joao Felix. 10 goals and 2 clean sheets across our last two matches in all competitions. Let's discuss this magical performance. And if you find yourself enjoying the video, why not drop a like? It helps out a ton. But without any further ado, let's just get into it. Now, of course, let's begin firstly with a reminder of our lineup that Xavi Hernandez selected. It is on screen for you now. It was, of course, Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Balde, Koundé, Christensen, and Cancelo. It was a midfield three of Frankie De Jong, basically in the pivot, Gundogan and Gavi. It was a front three of João Felix, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. Xavi went more full force than I expected, to be honest. I thought that he would go in the middle and rest some key players, but I'm happy with his choice overall because we were able to kill the game off so early that we were still able to sub off our some key players and to give them some rest. But enough about the lineup. Let's just get into the goals. That's what we're here for. The first goal, of course, it was João Felix. Who else would open the scoring for us? It was a beautiful sequence of passing the ball around. It leads to Gundogan sending a straight pass into Felix, and he cuts inside before just effortlessly shooting into the near post. The goalkeeper didn't even move. It was such a well-struck shot, and just like that, we broke. He was the one that broke the deadlock, and it did not take long for us to find our second, as Frankie De Jong puts this absolutely gorgeous through ball, and it lands perfectly at Felix's feet. That is easily one of my favorite through balls this season, or assists basically. And Felix just cuts onto his right foot and crosses far post. He waits for Lewandowski to make the run far post, and he finds him. And of course, it's Robert Lewandowski to give Barcelona the 2-0 advantage pretty early on into the game. I'm really happy that Lewandowski got a goal on his return match to the Champions League. I feel like he really deserves it, especially with his current form that he is. He's really on fire right now. And that then it didn't even take long for us to get our third because it was just 4 minutes later that we actually got really lucky, which sounds really unreal to say as a Barcelona fan because we're so used to getting the short end of the stick. We're always getting the bad refereeing calls and all the luck against us. But Rafinha sends in a cross from the left side aimed towards the far post. I think he's aiming for Lewandowski at the far post, and it takes a deflection. It looked like a small deflection, but in reality, it was a big deflection because of the course it set the ball on, and the defender was trying to get a block in, of course, and it just goes in past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper couldn't really do much. I thought that Rafinha deserved a goal. He did play well. I just think that his performance is getting outshined by the likes of everyone else. Felix, Frankie, Koundé. We have the bar is so high in our squad right now that a great performance is getting outshined by these 10 out of 10 performances, and it just sucks. But I'm glad that Rafinha basically got his goal. It should do wonders for his confidence, even though it wasn't technically his. And just like that, we were going into halftime at 3-0, and we were looking comfortable again, just like how I mentioned against Real Betis. And we came out looking for more again, like against Real Betis. This is the mentality of this team now. We had some passing play down the right side, and Cancelo made a run to the byline. And after a couple blocked shots, the ball basically landed to Gavi. He picked it up, and he found the top netting. Just that simple, that effortlessly. Fantastic finish from Gavi on his underrated left foot. And if you ever wanted to rest your players, up 4-0 is, I cannot picture a more perfect time to do so. And that's exactly what Xavi did. He brought on Fermin Lopez and Oriol Romeo, and off came Gavi and De Jong. However, that wasn't it either. We still had one more goal in us. We had some beautiful combination play on the right hand side, and Rafinha put in his signature far post cross, and both Lewandowski and Felix were going for it, but ultimately Felix was the one who got his brace, who completed his brace. Thoroughly deserved. Absolutely a man of the match performance from him. I cannot believe the work that Felix is putting in right now. And I mentioned in my match review for Real Betis that he's putting in those tackles, man. And in this game too, you can tell that he's entirely dependent on his environment for his attitude. At Atletico Madrid, he was not enjoying himself, and that's why he wouldn't put in defensive work, defensive effort. But in Barcelona, it's entirely different. And across his two starts for Barcelona so far, he has 3 goals, 2 assists, and 2 man of the match awards. This was a good time for Xavi to make the rest of his subs because the team was just on fire. He brought on Ferran Torres and Lamine Yamal, and off came Rafinha and Felix. And also later on, he brought on Roberto for Cancelo to rest Cancelo. We had many more opportunities this match to score, but we didn't. And the scoreline could have been much, much worse for Antwerp. I would have loved for a Felix hat trick, a Yamal goal in the Champions League, his first goal in Champions League. Not only is he the youngest Barcelona player, but also the second youngest player to ever feature in the Champions League. But or a Ferran goal. I can't forget about that. But hey, there's always no next match day. Now, as we take a look at the table, we of course sit atop 3 points with a beautiful 5 goal difference after one game. Porto sit just beneath us in second, with Shakhtar in third and Antwerp in fourth. Still a lot more Champions League to go. It is nowhere near over and done with, obviously, and we will be tested next match day, which is October 4th. I believe that lands on a Wednesday against Porto away from home. Let's hope that we are still in our best form and we will be tested there. I would not be surprised if they put up a fight. They surely will. I expect the Portuguese side to always put up a fight. Let's keep our feet on the ground, however, but celebrate this win because we really played well. It was champion football. But that is all from me for today, guys. I pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts after the match? I'd love to see them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not subscribe? But anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.